Are you considering a career shift but worried you lack the right qualifications? Well, you're not alone. In this episode, we're dismantling the need for more qualifications myth, and we'll explore the power of your existing experience and the unique strengths you bring to any role. You're listening to This Woman Can. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, where I help mature professional Black women take charge of their careers and lives to create a future on their terms. Hey, and welcome back to this week's edition of This Woman Can. Thanks for joining me. I am your host, Janice Sutherland. Now, we're going to be changing things up a little bit in the This Woman Can realm. And if you're not already a subscriber to the This Woman Can and Did newsletter, let me suggest that you do that right now. Head over to my website, www.janicesutherland.com, and subscribe, because we are mixing it up in This Woman Can. As you know, I have been a career coach and I have spent many, many years coaching amazing midlife women like some of you listening today and helping them navigate their careers. And through those conversations, one thing has become very crystal clear: that our careers are deeply intertwined with many, many aspects of our life. Your achievements at work fuel your confidence, your financial goals give you peace of mind, and your overall well-being impacts your professional drive. It's all connected. And whilst I've picked that up sometimes when I'm doing the podcast episode, I haven't been always very definite about the themes I'm following. So, there's some consistency, which is why I'm thrilled to announce that it's evolving. This Woman Can is evolving. We'll still have the career focused guidance you love, but I'll be expanding everything that encompasses making your midlife so rich and fulfilling. So think of it as the one-stop shop for thriving as a Black woman over 40. We'll be exploring career confidence, so mastering your professional path and achieving your goals. We'll be looking at financial freedom, so you can build a secure future, your wellness and self-care, so you're prioritizing your health, relationships, how to build a strong community, and living your best life, obviously, after 40. So make sure you're subscribed, as I said, by going over to www.janicesutherland.com, because I'll be covering so much more also in the newsletter that I can't cover in the podcast, or let's face it, I'll be here forever. With that being said, in July, I am focused on career confidence, at least give you some continuity for July. We'll be looking at things like negotiation at work, breaking through biases, and really all the issues about owning your expertise. So, as I said, there's far too much to cover off in the podcast, so make sure you subscribe. That being said, we are starting off with a question that I got from a subscriber, and you'll also have the opportunity to submit your questions through the newsletter. So let's kick off with that this week. So I received a question from Aisha, and Aisha said, I'm a Black woman in my late 40s and I'm feeling stuck in my career. I know I want to change, but every time I look at jobs in my target field, they all seem to require additional certifications or a specific degree. I feel discouraged because going back to school full time just isn't realistic for me right now. What advice do you have for someone like me who wants to make a career switch but feels held back by the need for more qualifications? And that, Aisha, was a fantastic question. And it's a real common concern for many, many Black women who are navigating mid career transitions. And it's important to remember that formal qualifications, whilst great and look fantastic on paper, are just one piece of the puzzle. Here's why the need for more qualifications excuse can hold you back, however. So sometimes there's internalized barriers because you constantly feel the need for additional qualifications, which then leads to you doubting yourself and hesitating making a move because you think that more qualifications reinforces the idea that your existing experience isn't enough. That in turn means you might miss out on opportunities that you're perfectly capable of handling. Talking of those opportunities, when you're focused solely on acquiring additional qualifications, that you can miss out on opportunities that fit your existing skill set. And that's where some valuable career growth can happen through on-the-job learning and strategic experience building. And then there's playing by a bias system. We know what it's like out there. There are biases everywhere. But focusing solely on those traditional qualifications route reinforces a system that often undervalues the specific experiences and skills that we possess. And then let's face it, as Aisha said, she doesn't have time really to take those qualifications. So the pursuit of additional qualifications can take time that and resources and money that potentially we don't have, but also delays our career advancement. So my advice to Aisha was the fact that, okay, sometimes it's the things we're telling ourselves that can hold us back. So I really want to focus today on shifting the mindset because I'm all about mindset when I coach. The first thing I want you to do is have some confidence. Have confidence in your skills, those transferable skills. Recognize that you have immense value because you've had years of work that can translate into transferable skills like communication, problem solving, leadership. These are highly sought after across various industries. Embrace your lived experience. Our journey as a Black women is an asset and it's never easy and it equips us with a unique perspective and the ability to navigate complex situations. There's challenges, as I said, we've overcome, and that gives you a unique perspective to things that other people wouldn't have and translates to leadership qualities and strategic thinking. So reframe your experiences as strengths, as that will add value to your target field. I want you to focus on your impact, not just degrees. Yeah, a paper, like I said, the qualifications on paper, all great, but they don't really demonstrate you can do the job. They say you know about what's required maybe for the job, but how can you highlight your quantifiable achievements in your past roles? Did you increase sales, streamline processes, or improve team communication? You want to showcase the impact you've made. And then I want you to reframe those qualifications because instead of solely focusing on formal education, empathize, I got that word out today, the relevant skills you've developed through experience, online courses, or workshops. Because it's not just the degrees you've taken, there's lots of things you've taken to supplement your experience over the years. So I want you to overall embrace the enough is enough mentality. You've gained valuable skills and experience. Don't wait for someone else to validate your capabilities. Instead of focusing on perceived gaps, accentuate your strengths and the impact you can make. And network strategically. Find mentors. Find someone in your circle that can help you build your brand as an expert in your field. Because I want you to remember your experience is valuable. So don't downplay even your years of work. You want to emphasize your track record of success and the skills you've honed because you didn't get to where you are without being successful. Be strategic about qualifications. If you do need additional education or training, make sure it aligns with your goals. You want to be strategic about it. So consider micro credentials, online courses, or mentorship opportunities that can offer immediate value in your target field. And lastly, believe in yourself because you possess the capacity to excel in new areas. Own your narrative and confidently be confident in presenting yourself, your skills, and your experiences as valuable assets. So, Aisha, I hope that answers the question. And for all the Aishas out there, your experience and your story are powerful assets. Don't be afraid to showcase them with confidence because by focusing on transferable skills and strategically building your network, you can absolutely make a successful career track change, pivot, transition, whatever you wish to call it, without feeling you need another degree. So that was it for this week. If you've got a question that you want answered, either in the newsletter or on a future podcast, depending on what's coming up, don't forget you can do so by submitting your question via the newsletter. Head over to my website, www.janicesutherland.com, to subscribe. As I said, it's got lots more information, far more that I can put in on the podcast. Also tells you about the workshops coming up, the activities that are going on, and more questions and more resources to help you navigate your life after 40 and how to live your best life over 40. So, as always, remember, if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time.